So I wanted to share just something that the Lord's been kind of working on me about today. When I woke up, I woke up with like a ton of heartache. Without going into what I'm going through personally, I just want to say that today I definitely had to push through my emotions and do what is right for my family, and do stuff with my toddler, and take him to the dog park. We did a couple fun things. Sunday's kind of like our adventure day where we do church, then we go find something fun to do. Anyway, I definitely had to practice the discipline of I don't feel enthusiastic about life, but today I need to make good memories, right? For my kid and for myself too. I think it's super healthy and super mature to not live by your feelings. I used to do whatever I felt like doing, and my life was not one that I loved at the end. And ever since I've got saved, I've learned that I'm not going to enjoy everything I do, but I'm working towards a life that I want, right? So I just wanted to share this couple different things that the Lord kind of showed me today. One is that I want to be a David. I want to be like a modern day King David. And King David, before he was king, he was just a shepherd boy. And he kind of started his ministry because he ran after a giant that everyone else was running from. I just want to say this to people in recovery that have triggers, or just regular people that have things that they're scared of. Are you cowering to a spirit of fear? Are you like really running from the things that scare you? Are you asking God to like handcraft you a safe life and keep you comfortable and make it not scary? Or are you saying, let me face the giants, make me brave? I'm going to go after my fear, right? There's something about the church, and I'm just saying this from my perspective. I'm not slamming the church at all. I'm just saying millennials, maybe, I don't know. I'll slam them real quick. There's something about our generation that doesn't like scary. They lost their sense of adventure. They're not wild at heart. Like, I don't know what it is, but I want to be wild. Like, I want to be untamed, like my hair. Like, I want to be ratchet. You know what I'm saying? In my walk with the Lord, I don't want to be bored. I'd rather be a struggling, crying Christian and a radical one than a bored one that's lost his way sitting in the pew, right? Just my piece. That's a little side piece, little freebie. Okay? I want to be King David of this generation. I want to look at something that scares me, something that's clearly intimidated everyone else, and offensively run towards it. I don't want to live my life on the defense saying, Lord, just keep me comfortable. I don't want to change. And I see something scary and I cower, right? Because Paul said in Romans that we're more than conquerors. He didn't say you're more than just a cower, right? He said you're more than a conqueror. That means I'm not just a victim of things that happen to me. I can literally look at evil and overcome it, right? With good. And so the thing with recovery is, this is what I've noticed, and it drives me freaking crazy when I hear people say this in recovery. Mostly new people, but some old folk, like 20 years sober people are like, oh, that triggers me. That triggers me. This triggers me. I need to stay away from that area. That triggers me. Let me tell you something. If you're walking on eggshells in recovery, you're not free. You might be sober, sis. You ain't free. You ain't free, bro. Listen, today I got in the face of something that's always triggered me and I sat in it. You know what it was? I'm going through some stuff, and every time my heart gets broke, I don't want to sit in silence, because when the sound goes away, I feel my feelings, and I don't want to feel them because they hurt. And heartache stings, right? I don't want to feel it. And I just finally told Jesus, I was like, I'm going to sit in the pain. I'm going to let it burn. Actually, I have so much authority over that silence that I've been dodging for weeks, because I can stay busy. I work a lot. I have 2 kids. I'm busy, right? I can avoid this. My whole life, I can avoid the silence, and I can avoid the burn, and I can avoid the heartache. But one of these days when I'm alone and I have nothing else to do and my house is clean, immaculate clean, right? I have to make up my mind to sit in the silence and just let it burn. And that's what I did today. I said, this isn't going to trigger me anymore. I'm not going to live my life avoiding triggers. Trigger me. I'm good. I'm going to face my fear. You know, January 1st, a storm hit my family. It was one of the worst, biggest fears that I've had. And I faced it, and we're walking through, and it didn't kill me. And we're not on the other side. There's still some uncertainty. There's a lot of unknowns, but it didn't kill me, you know? Like, I couldn't believe all that false evidence appearing real. Come on, somebody. All that fear on the other side of that breakthrough was something that I was scared of, that controlled me, because it just gave me so much anxiety. And something scary happened, and God's upheld me with his victorious right hand, has sustained me and my family, and God's blessed us, right? Here's another thing that I just want to leave with. You're not fragile, okay? You are not fragile. Let me just say this again. You are not fragile. I saw this in the copy room at my work the other day, and I took it off, and I put a big X through it. This is it. It's a sticker. It says, handle with care, fragile. I just want to be one of those women and moms and church members and preachers, right? And overcomers and somebody in recovery and a sister that somebody else can count on. I'm not fragile. Listen, you don't gotta walk on eggshells around me. We can do this. Like, I can do this. Like, I'm a freaking spiritual gangster. Like, we can do this, not in my own strength. I'm saying the resurrection power inside of me made me overcome. So anything on the outside that poses threats, poses risks, everything, right? Even getting crucified upside down. Peter said, that doesn't scare me. I'd be honored to. Just don't do me like Jesus. I'm not worthy of that. That's what I want to go down in heaven for, is my bravery. Because I know that greater is he that's within me than he who's within the world, right? And that's not just a verse. That's how I live. That's how I tell my emotions to say, back up. It ain't that big of a deal, sis. Don't magnify it. Don't let the devil come in and steal your joy and your peace and make you think that the Goliath is bigger than he is. He might be big, but it's not that size, right? Because God in you is bigger than the Goliath on the outside. The God inside of you is bigger than the Goliath on the outside. Amen. Also, if not now, when? If not now, when? Like, I kept thinking on the first of the year, what's my theme for this year? And this was my theme. This was my theme. Life kind of fell apart. It's a little scary, and it stings. But my theme for this year is, I'm not fragile. It's going to be okay. And on the other side of fear is a more free me. That's all. That's all there is. That's all I got. My heart hurts a little bit, but I'm more free. Amen. And God cares so much more about our character and our freedom and our closeness to him and our trust in him than our temporary pleasures and comfort. Anyways, I just wanted to encourage everybody to be a David of this generation. Don't cower down to the Goliaths, because he's just, he's all talk, right? Amen. I hope that encouraged somebody.